starting a little late into my ride. I'm just about home actually. And check me out on Strava. I did a really hard ride today. I'm doing some FTP workouts, so some really high heart rate or power outputs for sustained durations. So if you want to see a workout I did, check me out on Strava. So from now on, my rides I'm going to be updating from my Garmin 520, so it uploads automatically to Strava. So I just want to give a quick little overview. I've only had it for a couple days, so there's a lot of things that I like about it and a couple things I don't. Let's get into that. I found it pretty easy to use. So right now I have a heart rate, my speedometer and cadence hook it up to it. I also have the Bluetooth connected to my phone. So this morning's ride, I went out and I was a little too excited and I started the Garmin before my heart rate monitor synced. So my ride this morning I didn't get any heart rate data, but the speed sensor and the cadence sensor connect as the bike's in motion, so I didn't have to worry about that. So this afternoon's ride, I made sure that before I started my Garmin, I made sure the heart rate was synced, and then as I get going, the speed and cadence sensors pick up pretty quickly. Now if I go in and just start a ride, so as soon as you turn it on to start a ride, all you have to do is push this bottom button and it starts going right away. But what I didn't like so much was that this initial screen, to edit the display options, you have to start a ride first. So I've started a ride, let's stop it. So the ride is stopped. You have to go down with the side keys. Quite a bit to data fields. Then we'll click over. And then this is where you can pick. So I have 6 fields displayed, and then for each field you can pick what you want. So I have 6. So we'll just go through them real quick. So I've got a power meter in the mail, so eventually I'll have power, cadence, my speed, my heart rate, my total distance, and then the one I don't really like is elapsed time. So I like to know my moving time. The elapsed time is just total start to finish of the ride, regardless if you stopped your Garmin or even when you're at stoplights. It includes the entire time. However, when you upload, it will upload a moving time. You just can't get it displayed on your screen. So if anybody knows a setting or something I'm missing, hit me up in the comments, because I definitely don't like the elapsed time. It's pretty useless to me. So all in all, it doesn't get much simpler than that. I mean, those are pretty much everything that I needed for. So I stopped it. So I've stopped it. And I'm actually going to discard this ride. This way it doesn't upload to Strava. So I had a really hard session today, and it's given me a recovery time of 20 hours. So that means in the morning, I'm just going to give it a real light effort. I've got the battery up at the top, the temperature, and then the clock. So those are pretty much all the fields that I really want, minus the moving time. We'll see if, it's got to be on here. I mean, that's such a simple saying, it's got to be on here. I'm going to keep looking for it. But my biggest gripe, and something that I was really frustrated with, was that the upload to Strava, right? It's supposed to do it automatically. Well, I wasn't really happy with the manual that came with it. So I actually wasn't able to sync my very first ride for like a whole 24 hours. And maybe that was my fault, maybe not. But I know a lot of people have problems with their Garmin's uploading to Strava from time to time, or even when you create your accounts. So this is what I did that finally worked to get the two connected. Is creating your Garmin Connect app. Log in first, and then create your Strava account. If you already have a Strava account, that's fine. go into your Strava app and connect it to your Garmin Connect app. It's pretty simple to do that. And then you have to do the same thing with your Garmin Connect. Go on Garmin Connect and link it with your Strava account. It should be on the main dashboard. It should be on the main dashboard. It's a big orange square. You won't miss it. And then you can go on your first ride. If you go on a ride before doing any of that, and you're like, why won't it sync? That's because you did it wrong. You can only go on a ride after the two apps have been linked together, and then it uploads seamlessly. As soon as you save it, it'll automatically go to your Garmin Connect app, and literally within like 30 seconds, it'll shoot it over to Strava, no problems. But if you try to go on a ride before your two apps are linked together, you'll be just going around in circles and not really know what's wrong. So now this morning, it did it perfectly. I'm gonna check my phone in a few minutes to see if it just played my next ride. And I like to give my Strava rides a little funny name, so you have to go in, kind of edit your activity, and then you can change the name to whatever you want to. But otherwise, it saves the data exactly the same as if you were just using the Strava app on the phone, which is what I had been doing. I was just using the phone app, starting it, putting it in my pocket, get to work, stop it, and save it. Now I can just leave my phone in the backpack, start and stop this, save it, boom, and it all does it for you. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. We'll see what the actual battery life is. I charged it up on Friday night, and then I went on a really long ride on Saturday. Sunday I took an off day. Monday I didn't ride, and then today. So it looks like it's got about half the battery left. So I'll go in and I'll kind of back calculate it to see exactly how many hours that was. It's supposed to be 15 hours, but we'll see. So if you have any questions about the Garmin 520, hit me up in the comments below. I'll definitely try to answer some of those. And then I'll keep doing these reviews as I figure out what all the different settings are, some of the little shortcuts. Hope you enjoyed the ride.